Go get it, Chip. Come on, Chip, old boy, come on!
Quiet, lad. You'll scare the fish.
You know, Mac, if I live long enough, maybe I'll see that boy walk somewhere.
You should thank your stars your son's a healthy one, Jim.
Come on, Chip! Come on, Chip!
Wait a minute, Tad. Come here. Where are you heading?
Up by Indian Rocks.
What do you expect to get, lad?
You know, Mac, Shep and I thought we saw some grizzly tracks up there.
Now, Tad.
Honest, they were that long. That'd make him about 10 feet tall, or maybe even 12.
Dad, where do you get these wild notions? There haven't been any grizzly bears in these hills for 30 years.
We did see some tracks, big ones.
Just you be careful you don't shoot my best customers. Mr. Wharton and Mr. Matson are hunting up in those rocks.
I won't, Pop. Come on, Chip.
Huh? Some imagination.
I wouldn't worry about the lad. I'd worry about those two city men shooting each other.
Mac, don't say that. Not before they paid their bills, anyway.
Shh. I think I got a bite. Oh.
What are you talking about?
Mr. Wharton, he killed his friend. I saw him.
This isn't one of your grizzly bear stories, is it?
Oh, no, it's up by Indian Rock.
Come on, Mac. Tad, you better come along and show us where it happened.
Killed him. My best friend. Don't you understand? I killed him. I can't believe it. I killed him. Dick, I can't. He's dead.
Mac, get him to the cabin. Give him a drink. And call the sheriff's office. Tad, you go with him. Tell him I'll wait for them at the rocks.
Pop, how can you be so nice to him when he just killed his best friend?
It was an accident, son.
But that's it. It wasn't. He wanted to kill him.
Tad, what are you saying?
Mr. Wharton did it on purpose.
Oh, Tad. A man accidentally kills his best friend, and then you start another one of your tall tales. Now, you go and try and help Mac, and not another word about it. Understand?
Okay, Pop.
Take this with you.
Wharton must have been standing on the hill up there, saw something move and shot.
Yeah.
Is the dog dead?
No, just stunned, I think.
Let's get the body on the horse, huh?
How is Wharton?
He'll do.
Look, Shep was hurt.
Shep hurt? What happened to him?
I really don't know, son. You better take the horse and go up and get him.
Yeah, come on, lad. We'll go get him. Come on, boy.
I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to ask him some questions.
Mr. Wharton?
Come in.
This is the deputy sheriff, Mr. Ridgway.
How do you do?
I know it'll be a little rough, Mr. Wharton, but I'll have to ask you some questions.
Certainly. Let's get it over with.
I'd like you to tell me what happened.
I guess you know. Not much of a hunter. I should have stuck with Dick. But he wanted to split up. Thought it might improve our luck. A little later, I heard something moving in the bushes. Without thinking, I fired. And when I went down to see what I'd hit, I found Dick.
Well, Accidents will happen. That doesn't make it any easier to take.
Funny. I can't realize it yet. Dick and I were so close. I'd almost rather it happened to me.
What happened to the dog?
The dog. Funniest thing. I was bending over Dick and the dog jumped me.
Shep jumped you?
I love dogs, but I had to hit him to defend myself.
That fool animal. I wonder why he did such a thing.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where he came from.
I don't take it so hard, Mr. Wharton. Nobody can blame you.
I blame myself.
Just one more thing, Mr. Warden.
Yes?
You didn't touch anything or move the body.
Only to see if I could help him.
I don't know, Jim. Maybe we ought to stay out of it and just let them murder each other.
What do you mean?
You hunters. Regulations say you have to wear a red cap and red jacket. But no, regulations don't mean anything to you guys. Last month, the same thing happened. Now again this month. It'll probably happen next month. It was the same story last year, the year before that, and the year before that. You guys come up here for a little sport, and you wind up in the morgue. I'm sorry, Mr. Warden, but this is my pet peeve. I'll have to ask you to stick around for a couple of days. The coroner's offer a vacation. It's just a routine.
I'll be glad to stay on as long as you need me, Mr. Ridgway.
Jim, will you help me with the body?
Sure. As soon as you feel a little better, come over to the lodge.
Thanks, Mr. Summers.
Thanks, Jim. I'll see you later.
How is he?
Oh, he'll be fine.
What did happen to him, Dad?
Well, as soon as he can move, we'll have to tie him up.
But Dad, why?
He jumped Mr. Wharton when he was trying to help Matson. Mr. Wharton had to hit him over the head with his rifle.
He wouldn't.
I'm sorry, son, but we can't have him running loose.
But Dad, Mr. Wharton lied.
That's enough of that talk. Mac, do you think you could find something to do? I'd like to be alone with Tad.
Sure, Jim. I can find something else to do. Don't worry about him, Taddy. He's going to be fine.
Come here, Tad. Now, look, son. Everybody likes to exaggerate a little, to make things more important than they really are. I do it, too. Remember that trout I told you about that I missed? I said it was this big.
Yeah?
It wasn't. I just like to think it was. Now you. This morning, these grizzly bear tracks. A month ago, it was the flying saucers and the little men, remember?
Sure. But that was different, Dad.
Well, maybe. Now, look. A man would have to have a pretty strong reason to kill his best friend, wouldn't he?
Sure.
Well, let's suppose that it wasn't an accident. Now, what do you think could have happened?
Maybe they had a fight.
Dad, I thought you were a good enough hunter to know that a man wearing a brown shirt in the bushes could be mistaken for an animal.
But he wasn't, Pop. He was right out in the open, and he was wearing his red jacket, too. Won't you believe me, Pop? Just this once, please.
I wish I could, son, but I can't. The deputy is convinced that it was an accident. Don't you suppose he knows more about it than you or I?
I guess so.
Well, as soon as he's able, you tie him up.
How you feeling, Chip, old boy?
Chip boy.
Mac, you always believe me. Why can't Pop?
Well, fathers can be difficult at times, laddie. You have to be patient with them.
But gee, I don't expect him to believe me when I make up stuff. But when I try to tell him the truth like today,
You mean about Mr. Wharton?
Pop made me promise not to tell.
Oh, I see. Well, maybe I'm to blame for your yarn spinning, laddie. Your father says you pick it up from me.
But you always tell the truth, don't you, Mac?
Well, yes.
All those stories you told me about the Boer War and the Foreign Legion and fighting the Moros in the Philippines, they were all true, weren't they, Mac?
Well,
You did fight the Moros and go to the North Pole with Perry.
You see, it's this way, son. There's two kinds of truth. Now, one we call the plain truth. The other is, well, the dressed-up kind of truth. Now, these yarns are mine. You'd not call them plain, now, would you?
No.
Well, that's because I prefer the dressed-up truth. There's more fun in the telling and more fun in the listening. Understand, laddie?
Guess so.
Well, let's get back to the lodge, eh?
Hi, Chef.
Wait, boy. Let's take back an armful of wood, eh?
Hello. Feeling better?
About as well as I'll ever feel, I guess. I was wondering if there was any way I could send a wire.
Oh, yes, of course. Use the phone. It's inside.
Fine. I did want to let my wife know. Before she reads the papers.
All right, laddie, I'll take care of it.
You tie up, Shep?
Yeah?
I'm sorry, son, but we just can't take any chances.
I know.
Something else bothering you?
Pop, you ought to get that deputy back and take him to jail.
Now listen to me, Tad. You said Mr. Matson was wearing a red jacket, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw him.
Well, he wasn't. I saw him right after he was shot, and he didn't have any jacket on. Now, if I take you over to his cabin, and the jacket is right there where he left it, will that convince you?
Yeah, but it won't be there. You'll see.
All right, come along. You wait here, son. What does this look like?
It's the red jacket.
He was smoking this morning.
But it just couldn't be. It would have a bullet hole right there.
Well, it hasn't. Now, Tad, admit that you made the whole thing up.
I didn't, Dan. I'm not going to say I did.
All right, go back to the lodge. Now, Tad, stop sulking. It's all settled. I don't want to hear any more about it.
All right, Dad. But I didn't lie, and I'm not going to say I did.
That is enough. Now go on and play. I don't know, Mac. I proved to him that Matson couldn't have been wearing the jacket. And he still insists on this fantastic tale. I don't know.
For all that, he's still a good lad.
I know he is, Mac. I know he wouldn't really lie. He makes these things up and then he believes them. Well, it's natural. He needs someone to play with. Because he doesn't have anyone, he has to invent things. And Mac, it's all my fault. It's all my fault for wanting to keep him here with me.
Don't get yourself all worked up. He'll be all right.
Thank you.
Jim, this is Mrs. Wharton. Jim Summers. He owns the place.
Oh, you're Roger's wife.
Yes, I came up to be with him, see if I could help.
Well, nice to have you.
How's he taking it?
As good as can be expected.
Thanks for the lift.
Not at all, Mrs. Wharton. Say, Jim, tell Mr. Wharton I got a hold of the sheriff. The inquest is set for Saturday.
What time?
10 o'clock at the courthouse.
We'll be there.
Thanks again.
Okay. Bye.
See you. Well, come on down. Meet the family. This is my son, Tad, and Mac, who helps me run the place.
Hello, Mac. I'm Linda. Hello, Tad.
You his wife?
Why, yes.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Where is Roger?
Went for a walk, I think.
I better try and find him. Mac, will you take Miss Wharton's bags over to the cabin?
Sure, Jim.
And I'll see you later.
Thanks. Mac,
Ma'am?
what's the matter with the boy?
Tad? Well, I don't know, Ma'am. He's been acting like that since the accident.
Since the accident.
If you'll follow me, please, Mrs. Wharton.
Linda!
This is quite a surprise.
I heard about the accident on the radio.
Oh? I sent you a wire. I guess it missed you. I wanted to spare you if I could. You can imagine it's been a little rough on me.
How long do you have to stay here?
Until a formal inquest. But that's just routine.
Just routine?
What does that mean?
Nothing. Not a thing.
Oh, I thought I'd find you here. Oh, I think he's coming around fine. Don't you, lad?
Yeah, old Shep's got a hard head.
About as hard as some fathers, eh?
Mac, it wouldn't be right to tell Pa I lied when I didn't, would it?
No, it wouldn't, son. It seems like when folks grow up, they forget what it was like being young. Expect a lad to talk and act like they do.
But you're not like that, Mac.
Maybe not. Maybe I never grew all the way up. Sometimes, though, even the best of us gets his imagination mixed up with what he thinks is true. Then, pretty soon, he finds it hard to tell which is which. Imagination or the real thing. Understand, lad?
But this wasn't imagination. I did see it.
Well, not knowing what it is, I can't pass on the realness of it. Come on, laddie. It's time to get a bite to eat.
Good night, old boy.
How are they biting?
They aren't.
What are you using for bait?
Salmon eggs.
Tad, why don't you like me?
'Cause you're his wife.
What's that have to do with it?
They're not biting here. I gotta try farther down.
Mind if I come along?
You better not. It's all muddy and wet there.
Would Mr. Wharton want some breakfast?
He's a late sleeper.
Well, I'll take him over some coffee later on.
Mac, What was the matter with the boy?
Tad?
Yes. Why won't the boy talk to me?
Well, I don't know, ma'am. Boys can be kind of strange at times, you know.
Why did he seem afraid when he heard my husband's name mentioned?
Well, the truth is, ma'am, he told his father some story of seeing the accident.
Well, did he see anything?
Well, I don't rightly know, ma'am. I don't rightly know. If there's anything else you want, just call for it.
Thank you.
Room service in the wilds.
It was Mac's idea.
An inspiration.
Roger, what would happen if a witness should show up at the inquest?
There wasn't any.
What about Tad?
Have you been talking to him?
He wouldn't talk to me after he heard I was your wife.
Funny kid.
And he seems afraid of you. Why?
So do you, my dear. I guess it's because of the dog. Right after it happened, the dog jumped me and I had to hit him.
I guess that explains it.
The way you talk, you think I killed Dick deliberately.
Pop, would I take Chip for a walk?
You leave that alone. You might cut yourself. Isn't he pretty weak?
Nah, he's all right.
All right. But on the leash.
Oh, Pop.
Now, you heard what I said.
All right.
Hello, Mr. Summers.
Oh, hello, Mr. Wharton. Anything I can do for you?
I wanted to see your son, Tad.
Oh. Chip, stop it! See why he has to be tied up? I want to get rid of him.
No, Pop, please.
Please, not on my account. I'll be gone in a couple of days. Besides, the dog doesn't have much reason to love me.
I still don't like it. Quiet down. Quiet down.
Well, Tad, shall we keep our date to go hunting?
No, I won't go.
Tad.
I can't leave Ship.
Now, Tad.
I don't get it. I thought he wanted to go.
You really want to know what's the matter?
No, Dad, please don't tell him.
Tell me what?
Tad came to me with a crazy story about the accident. And afterwards, he wouldn't admit that he'd been lying. Now, he's stuck with his story.
Why? Did you see the shooting?
No, I made it all up, just like Pop said.
And you admit you made it up.
Yes, I didn't say anything.
All right, Tad. Now take Shep around the other way. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mr. Wharton. I don't know why he does those things. I swear I can't figure him out.
Don't worry about it. He probably just resented my hurting his dog. I don't blame him.
Well, maybe you're right. I hope so, anyway.
Come on, Chip. Come on, Chip. Come on, boy. Come on, Chip. Come on, boy. There you are, old boy.
Tad, wait a minute.
Where's that boy?
That looks like some dog.
It sure is. Best retriever in the whole world.
How long have you had him?
Since he was just a little pup. I went to a picnic and won a bingo game. You know, where you get 5 pieces of corn in a row. They had 2 prizes, a coffee pot and a pup.
And you took the coffee pot.
No, I took old Shep.
Tad, is he vicious?
Nah, he wouldn't hurt a flea, unless I want him to.
Well, didn't he attack my husband?
That's what he says. But you didn't notice any bites or scratches on him, did you? If Shep really wanted to hurt somebody, he could.
I see what you mean. Tad, what really did happen?
What do you mean?
Well, you see, I don't think it was an accident either. Why are you so sure it wasn't an accident?
Because he told everybody he saw something moving in the bushes. But Mr. Matson was right out in the open, and he had on his red jacket, too.
Wouldn't your father believe that?
Well, the jacket wasn't there, and the body was found in the bushes. And then Pop found Mr. Matson's jacket in his closet.
Well, there are lots of hunting jackets. Roger could have put another one in the cabin.
Yeah, sure.
Tad, my husband knows that you were a witness. The only witness.
Shep saw it, too.
Well, the only one that can talk, then. Will you promise me you'll be very careful from now on?
Why, you think he'll try something?
I don't know. Well, we'll talk about it later. You run along.
Come on, Shep. Come on, boy. Come on, Shep.
Well, aren't you going to be a little cold? Oh, you don't know how much it means, having my wife here at a time like this.
Does it?
The awful shock. I haven't known what to do with myself since killing my best friend.
About the worst shock a man could have.
Except one, finding out his wife has been unfaithful.
What does that mean?
Nothing. I don't know what I'm saying. That happened to a friend of mine once. Poor guy never got over it.
Be careful.
Don't worry. When this is all over, I think I'll swear off guns. For good.
When will it be all over?
Why, Saturday after the inquest.
Where are you going?
I think I'll spend the night at Dick's. Night.
That's no way to cast, lad. I taught you better than that.
Mac,
Oh,
talked to Mrs. Wharton.
oh.
And you know, Mac, she believed me. She said Mr. Wharton did, too, have a motive.
Oh, is that so?
And, Mac, she told me to be careful.
She said he did have a motive, eh? Oh, I'm beginning to think there's more to this business than meets the eye, myself.
What'll I do, Mac? You know, Pop won't believe me.
Well, laddie, maybe we better have a talk with him.
Think he'll listen?
Well, he's a stubborn man, but maybe the two of us can convince him.
Hello, Mac.
Mrs. Watson.
Hello, Tad.
Hi.
Would you like to take a hike?
Sure.
You might as well. They're not biting anyway. Here, I'll take your pole.
Thanks. Let's go.
Tad, could we sit down for a minute? I'd like to talk to you.
There's a spot. Oh. Thanks.
Tad, I think I've figured a way to prove we're right.
To prove I was telling the truth?
Remember Dick's red jacket? You said he was wearing it, and when your father and the deputy got there, it was gone?
He was wearing it, too, just like I said.
But in order to prove it, we've got to have evidence. Evidence to prove that Roger was lying.
Evidence?
The red jacket. Tad, after you told your father about the shooting, how long was it before Roger showed up?
Not very long.
Then he didn't have much time to hide the jacket. I've a hunch it's still out there, and not very far from where Dick was shot. Tad, why don't you go out there and find it? Prove your father was wrong and you were right.
Yeah. Shep could find it. He's the best hunting dog in the whole world. He can smell anything. He'll find that old jacket.
That's it. Now you'd better get your dog and run along.
I forgot. Pop says I gotta keep him tied up.
But this is important. Couldn't you take him away before your father misses him?
I'll try.
Good. Good luck.
Hiya, Shep, old boy. Come here, Shep, old boy. Where is my little doggy too?
Hey, Tad. Where are you going?
Up in the willows hunting. Saw a couple of million quail up there the other day.
A couple of million. Well, and you won't need the rifle. You just throw a rock and we'll have enough for all winter.
Well, there was a lot of them.
All right. Go ahead if you want to. But you can't take the dog.
But, Dad, I need him to
You
retrieve.
can retrieve yourself. You might run into Mr. Wharton. You know what happened the other day. You can go if you want to, but the dog stays here.
Well, gee, Pop. It isn't any fun without him. He's the only one who loves me.
Startled me.
Did I?
How was the kid?
What?
You've been spending all your time with him. I asked you how he was.
Oh, fine.
You think it's time we got down to cases?
About what?
About why you really came up here? We both know it wasn't to be with me.
No, it really wasn't. You know, for about 2 or 3 weeks, wherever I went, I saw the same little man.
Fascinating.
Finally, I turned around and followed him back to the agency.
Is that what you came up here to tell me?
You found out I was in love with Dick. You carefully planned this whole thing, didn't you?
And how are you going to prove it?
I can prove it. At the inquest.
A wife can't testify against her husband. Besides, you're too self-centered. What would your society friends say if they knew your husband killed your lover, his best friend? Make a great story for the tabloids. You couldn't face the scandal. You haven't got guts enough to. Nah, you won't say anything.
You're so sure of yourself, aren't you? That you could commit cold-blooded murder and get away with it.
That's right. I am.
What are you going to do when Tad shows up at the inquest?
Do you think they'll take his word against mine? Especially when his own father tells them what a liar he is?
But his father can't explain a red jacket with a bullet hole in it.
What about a red jacket? What about it?
Nothing.
What about the red jacket?
Stop, you're hurting me.
I'll hurt worse than that.
Oh.
The kid. And the dog. You sent them to bring it back.
No, I didn't.
You sent them after the jacket, didn't you?
No.
Dear?
Oh, yes, I did. Let go. No, Roger, please. You can't. Please.
Go. Let go.
No.
Let go.
Jim, I got something on my mind.
Yeah?
Yeah. Jim, I want to talk to you.
Yeah?
You know, I think you're being a little hard on the lad.
What do you mean? In what way?
Well, the way you always take it for granted that if he tells you something unusual or out of the ordinary, it must be a lie.
Now, let's not start that again, Mac. He makes up stories all day long, and you know it as well as I do.
Well, that's just it. That's the point. He makes up stories. He pretends he sees bears and all that. Any likely boy would do the same thing. There's no wrong in it. It's healthy.
Well, I know it's healthy. So what?
I'm trying to tell you that just because he makes up tales doesn't mean he wouldn't tell you the truth about something important.
All right, Mac. I see what you're driving at. Well, maybe you're right. Maybe he isn't lying. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. Why would a nice guy like Roger want to kill his best friend?
I don't know. But Mrs. Wharton thinks she does.
Thinks she does what?
Know why Roger would want to kill his best friend.
Did she tell you that?
No. But she told Tad there was a motive. You see, Jim, Taddy told her his story about the shooting, and she believed him.
No, that doesn't. What right has she got to talk to a youngster like that? If it's the truth, why didn't she come to me or the sheriff?
Well, if I knew the answer to that one, I wouldn't be talking to you.
All right, Mac, all right. The idea of that woman talking to a youngster like Tad about motives for murder. Now, come on, let's finish. I want to get down and talk to her.
Hello?
Mr. Summers! Mac! Good boy. Now they'll believe the ship.
Oh, Mrs. Wharton, what's the matter?
Please, I need your help.
What's happened?
He killed Dick and he's going to kill Tad. He's after him right now.
After Tad? What are you talking about?
I sent him after the Red Jacket. And Roger knows. He's after him with his rifle.
cabin. Get the sheriff.
You better get your guns.
I haven't got time.
didn't I, Pop?
I know you didn't, son.